Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well this week. Happy birthday to Stargaze Launchpad. We will get started in a couple of minutes as more people come on in. Feel free to request to speak if you guys want to go ahead and chat. This is an open community space for everyone to talk about how awesome your projects are, what you guys are working on, and just come say hi. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Just as a reminder, if anyone wants to come and talk, feel free to speak or post a question or a comment in the thread, and we'll get your voice up on here. Um, no major updates this week for Stargaze. The team is working on the deployment of Intergaze on the Initial blockchain. Intergaze will be its own discrete rollup as a launchpad. There will be a testnet campaign going on next week. Early this week. Late this week. You'll get a form to fill out, and there will be a golden ticket, so to say, that you will be able to claim some points with on Intragaze. So keep an eye out for that, and that's the main update for the week, guys. This is a birthday. This is a birthday call for Stargaze Launchpad. We launched some of the first collections 3 years ago here. That included Bad Kids, Stargaze Punks, Stargaze Troopers, some other ones that aren't around so much. The IBC Friends, the Baby Adam, after the filter, and we kept the Genesis collections going till Marketplace opened. And I see some other folks on here who were involved, such as Sebi and Stardy, and that those may be it. But a couple quick stats from our launch pad over the last 3 years. About 3,700 collections have launched. There are over 5 million NFTs on Stargaze. And creators have earned about $13.5 million in revenue over 3 years. So pretty great numbers. We only hope to increase as time goes on and Launchpad gets deployed in more places, and all of that comes back to Stargaze. So yeah, I want to go ahead and invite anyone who wants to come and talk about the experience launching a project on Stargaze, what their journey has been to become an NFT creator, anything that they have advice on for new creators, any other features that they may want on Stargaze, and just in general, just come and say hi. This is your time to shine. You could come tell us how awesome we are at Stargaze. Anything you guys want to be working on specifically. But yeah, it's a general time to just come and hang out. There's just so many great projects on here. Clay Pals recently launched, sold out before public mint. Loving the clay figures. You guys are so quiet. Let's see. I think we may have one person come up. Oh, look who it is. Let's see. Who do we have up here?
Hey guys, hey everyone.
Hey, Stardy. Thanks for joining.
Well, since no one's coming, I thought, why not? So happy birthday to Stargaze. 3 years passed so quickly. Starry is also doing 3 years next week. So very happy to be here. And yeah, happy birthday to Stargaze.
Stardy, could you tell us a little bit about your journey from day zero to where you are now with Stargaze?
Oh my gosh. Sure. So, started, I think it was in February. I stumbled upon Stargaze Discord, and I was looking through, and it was a very, very neat, tight community. So I was, looking through the projects. Each project had one thread for them, and I saw Women from Cosmos there, and I saw Stargaze Bunks. It was already like very, very big Discord, and uh, yeah, so I thought, I could try to to launch a project as well. Um, I I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I've done pixel art for a while. But then I started working, and I kind of like let go a little bit of this side of me. And then I wanted to experiment a little bit. So started was pretty much like a a way of experimenting on the NFT world. It was my first project ever. Never had done anything on chain, anything on any other launchpads, and yeah, I generated through Hashlabs. Had a lot of hand holding from the dev from Stargaze. You both helped me a lot. And also my brother, because the docs for launching a collection, there wasn't studio at that time, and we all had to launch through code lines. And as I don't have any background on you know um, coding, it was very like alien to me, anything related to that. So I had to request help from the Stargaze team, and it was like a chaotic time. I remember when everyone was asking, for help on Stargaze Discord, and even Shane stepped up and helped me a little bit as well. So was really really grateful. Um, so yeah, and then I launched. Um, we were selected as a community vote winner on the second week. Um, when Stargaze launched, I remember there wasn't any way to show the non-featured collections on Stargaze site yet. So I really, really wanted like to be featured, and I had no idea also how to do into website. I ended up hiring a dev that you know rugged me. But anyways, he didn't do the website, and I just deployed as a featured creator, and then we minted out, and it was a very uh memorable time to me. We also had a little hiccup on our mint, uh, but yeah, we solved it. I mean, it wasn't solved in time, but then I um kind of gave honor stories in the end for those people that didn't have the opportunity to mint due to an error on the website. And then yeah, slowly build it, built built the community. Haven't been super active on Twitter, to be honest, lately, but yeah, I'm still around, guys.
Yeah, Stardy is very much so around all over Discord and helping creators launch. You started working for us in 2023, right? Well, 2022 technically a bit.
Yeah, 2022 was when I became an ambassador for Stargaze. Afterward, I started working as a part time, and then on 2023, I became full time on Stargaze. I let go of my government job, and just yeah, just been working on Stargaze ever since.
Yeah, so Stardy's an OG through and through. And you did keep your promise to the community of doing 3,333 Stardies, correct?
Yeah, I did, put up on story description on the website that we would be at 3,333 story NFT project. And throughout the years I launched a couple of more, a collection. And then it totaled, oh my gosh, how do I say that? In total, there is 3,333 stories from different collections, which are the OG stories, Honor stories, the Halloween stories, and Eternal stories. And I have a few side collections, which are like the Bonner and Eternals as well.
I really like the banners. And And in addition to that, you also made something called MetaMaker, which helps creators. I think a lot of people here may have used it. Can you tell us what that is?
So I created with ChatGPT, since I'm not a dev, but essentially it's a website that you can, you know, put the traits that you want on a certain NFT, and then it will create a JSON file for you with that information. And you can do like an open edition, you know, kind of style of NFT. So it replicates the same metadata uh, at an X number of NFTs that you put there, or you can just do individually and then create all the traits, or you can also do like random traits and put like, oh, this NFT will have, a certain trait that is between 1 and 100 points. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, essentially it's for one-on-one artists that don't know how to create their JSON files. So it's a more, humanized way of creating uh, their files without knowing how to code. Because editing, you can just copy and paste the sample on Stargaze docs, but it's a little bit easier to just, fill out the trait and the description and the name of it, and that's it.
Yeah, I just pinned it on the space here. But yeah, it's probably a little more popular than you think. If you just search in Google MetaMaker, it's the number 3 highest rated website. And it's a Google site, so people are definitely using it. It's getting linked back for sure.
Oh, nice.
Sebi, welcome. Also another OG creator from the first year of Launchpad with 114 Shot.
Hello, hello, hello. 3 years later, we meet again. Happy birthday, Stargaze. I've been in Brazil when I did the 114 Shot collection, and I'm here right now again, 2 or 3 hours
Oh,
from Sao Paulo.
where are you?
Yeah,
Nice
I'm.
to meet
I think we chatted, Stargy, but I was super busy because this was kind of a cultural exchange for street art, and the Austrian and Brazilian embassy was helping out with sending my stencils over. So I'm driving around and spraying murals and doing exhibitions here. This time for physical stuff. Yeah, so if anybody's interested, I just uploaded a video of this day so far, so just hop on my profile and have a look. It was a good time and still is. Now I have a sunburn, and yeah, just by mistake hopped into this space and to say hello for a moment.
Well, hello, Sebi. Thanks for joining us. You want to tell us sorry, go. So I was going to ask us if you want to tell us maybe a little bit about your journey over the past 3 years from 114 Shut to kind of what you're working on right now. Like you've even hit up IRL types of NFTs, right? People can mint your NFT and request a print. So you expanded kind of your ideas and what you offer and what you do in the space.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I think about 11 or 12,000 NFTs out there. It's I think about 8 different collections, and almost all of them are ready to print. I also test printed them, so even if you don't ask me to print for you, okay, I know and maybe know better than the print shop on the next corner. But if you want, you can print them. They're in high resolution and ready to go. Almost all of them. Of course, not the animated GIFs. That's not gonna work out. But yeah, I'm having fun creating stuff that's also connected to real life, to my work, physical work. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff I put online, and I hope I grew a good member and productive part of Stargaze. And I kind of have to confess, I feel super at home here on this platform. Also, all the process, the team, it's just the right place, and if it feels right, why go somewhere else, right? Even though the coin is down and stuff like that, I don't give a shit. It's more about family feeling, kind of, if you can have that in a digital realm. Yeah. But the latest collection is not mine, but it's my daughter's, and she's 6 year old, and I think it's gonna. The first one of hers is like this magic scratch boards for kids. She made 30 pieces, and then we together worked on framing them with the help of AI. So the 60 pieces were sold in one night. We were super happy because all revenue goes to her. And now she had the idea to buy a horse. And I was like, okay, so Atom has to go up a little bit to do that. But we made the second collection together. What's really fun, it was like she's drawing one and I try to draw after what she had done and the other way around. So we had some kind of game producing new art. So yeah, that's the newest, and I'm happy to onboard maybe the youngest artists to this platform.
That's cool. Yeah, you're turning it into a little family affair, getting them started young, huh?
Yeah, sure. I mean, she's not asking to make revenue, so she's having fun.
She wants a horse.
Yeah. Oh well, she's asking. Oh man, she's going to get that horse. I really believe in that stuff we do here. And I hope I'm right.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her collection. She'll be one of the youngest people who has a collection on Stargaze. Uh, and we've got, yeah, we've got a bunch of other great creators that have joined the space here. If you guys want to come up and talk about your projects, what you worked on, what you will work on, uh, where things are going, what your journey's been like, would love to hear from you guys. Looks like we've got our one of our resident musicians. Is he on here yet? There we go. Welcome, Finn.
I swear that hallway gets longer and longer every time I walk down it. GM Grim and happy birthday, happy anniversary. Are we calling it a birthday or an anniversary? Because an anniversary says we've been in a relationship for this amount of time. A birthday says this is the day so many years ago when you were born. Maybe a little of both, perhaps?
I think a little bit of both.
There is the birth machine. It is.
And we are in a relationship with all of these people.
Exactly. Hell yeah, it's cool. Cool to be up here with you guys. Good to see so many familial faces. Good to see my Rack FM counterparts down there. How are you doing? More important.
I'm doing very well. I'm excited on Stargaze's birthday. And on this birthday, we're preparing for another Launchpad. In another place, we're gonna expand Launchpads outwards and get more people on Stargaze and interacting with stars. Yeah, Finn, tell us a little bit about your journey on Stargaze.
And as y'all know or may not know, we've been doing the music NFT thing. Seems like one of the real decent use cases for NFTs. Have a little community around a group or a band or me, whatever. And yeah, get to just mint music with art. We've dropped 21 videos since May of last year. Is that right? It seems like a lot. Are we doing that much? Holy shit. Yeah, that's impressive if I do say so myself. I didn't realize it was that many. And yeah, we got some shit working on to drop on the 20th of April again for another anniversary of sorts. So that's pretty cool. It's been neat to see what you guys started as and what it's like turning into. And that's always the cool thing with early tech is seeing where it started versus what is it now after people have used it, after communities have gotten all up on it, see what they think could be different use cases and whatnot. And I think that's pretty cool. I am surprised we don't see more music stuff up there. Although if we did, it would probably be AI music. So maybe I'm glad that we don't see more of that stuff up there. But yeah, we did the beats by governance thing. I know a lot of people were stoked on that, being able to choose what beats went on an EP. That was for the last EP we dropped, EP4. And then End of an Era came out, and now, yeah, we're just back in the studio working on the next EP, so to speak. Very excited. I don't get very like involved in spaces and shit when I'm in like writing mode. So I've been kind of just locked away in my studio trying to get these beats finished and get these songs finished. But I definitely keep an eye on what's going on. I've been watching y'all. So always watching y'all.
Yeah, no, thanks for being involved. I guess maybe a question for the three of you guys, like how is like interacting with the NFT community or like kind of targeting or working with them different from how you would do a traditional art drop or like a traditional record drop?
A lot more bots, definitely a lot more bots. But once you, no, I'm kidding. Once you get past all that and like all of the, I guess I usually just kind of consider them and call them like one-off projects. Like you get a lot of that in your DM of like, hey, let's collab. Here's some whitelists. It's like we're really not that into doing that sort of stuff unless it's obviously with like the fam, you know, like we'll collab with the tight group. But like when some rando, you know, like project comes up and is like, here's some whitelist spots for this. So let's do a collab. We're usually just I send those to Robo and I'm like, here, deal with this because I don't have the time nor the patience. And he's pretty good about dealing with that stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's like when I usually drop music, I like work on an album because I'm more of like I don't like singles. I like full complete albums, full stories, that sort of thing. So like I'll make a 16 or 18 or 12 or whatever track album and I'll work on it start to finish and then it'll get released. But doing it the way we've been doing it with the NFTs, it's kind of been like dripping them out as I've finished them, which is to me cool because it keeps the content fresh. Like something I wrote about a year ago may not be very, I mean, it is because I'm freaking psychic, but generally it may not be as, you know, as referential as it was then now. But being able to drop that stuff when it's fresh and have the community there give you that instant feedback, I think is really huge. Otherwise, I'm like working alone for, you know, 10, 12 months or however long it takes me. And then the whole thing gets dropped. And then the feedback comes that's like, well, cool, I could use that feedback on the next project, but it has no, like, I'm not going to go back and change what was just released, you know, like, it doesn't really work that way. So in that aspect, it's been cool. I really did enjoy the Beats by Governance thing. I thought that was super cool watching people like listen to the beats and voice which ones they thought kind of interesting to me, which people liked which beats, that sort of thing. So I really enjoyed that part of it. And yeah, just being able to like get this community of holders around like just some shit we're making up, like making up these beats or Hassan's making the beats and I'm making up the words for him. And it's cool to see what comes of that. So I'm definitely loving it. Oh, here's Rack FM. He's going to yell at me for being late and for not shilling myself very well.
Speaking of the devil, Robo, welcome.
Hello, Ron, mate. Nice to speak to you all. Obviously, it's very late over here in Bangkok. Obviously, you know, Stargaze birthday, anniversary. I'm all here for it, right? I mean, Finn, I kicked off with you in the DMs earlier and I was like, get in here, get up and speak, you know, because we do feel like we've actually been, you know, not an incremental part of Stargaze, but a part of the fam. You know, we've had so much help from people like you, from people like Starry down there, from Zirkin down there, and you know it's a different kind of vibe. It's this like Stargaze is a beautiful little thing, and I have no doubt, you know, in 5 or 10 years, like Stargaze's recognition within the crypto massive, like wider crypto ecosystem will be huge, right? I believe Stargaze in the future will be a pioneer or looked upon as being a pioneer, you know. But bro, we actually feel like we're part of it now. We've dropped 21 NFTs in 10 months, you know, from April, 4th of April, 2024, 420 to February the 14th when we dropped Love Hate. 21 music NFTs, a lot of them with accompanying videos, etc. That's a pretty, I mean, Finn, I don't know about you, bro. I'm glad you're re-energized because, dude, you've worn me out. Like, literally, like, I've put everything into this. Like, just to try and like get Finn out there, get some recognition. And Stargaze has been amazing for it. I will tell people in the room that you give like little things and they'll take on board straight away. Things like about, a media player, being able to like skip or skip back, very important. Having, I think that moving forward, though, definitely one of the key areas of Stargaze will be a separate like arena for them, will be the multimedia content. I definitely think like that's an area where Stargaze is probably underdeveloped for obvious reasons, that they've been building the brand on what they've done. Specifically, very, very revered and sought after like PFP collections. Let's say that. Look at Bad Kids. One of the best PFP collections probably ever made, actually, alongside Bored Apes and stuff, right?
Well, it's where all the big cabals go when they need their identity, basically, right? They come to Stargaze because it's the spot where NFTs are. And I mean, that's good or a bad thing. Take it what you will, but it's good because people are fucking using it. And when you said in 5-10 years that they're going to be like this cutting edge, for me personally, I'll be satisfied if they're even just still around in 5 to 10 years. Nothing bad about Stargaze, but just we see a lot of chains come and go. And so it's cool that they do keep celebrating these anniversaries, because that does mean that they're still here and they're still building, not just letting their code, get all dilapidated and old and forgotten about, abandoned or whatever. So I'll set the bar just a little lower, and that's just for me personally. Let's just hope they're still around in 5 years. Let's hope all of us are still around in 5 years. I mean, we've seen a lot of people come and go. So I think, nothing negative on the platform itself. It's just what blockchain is, stuff comes and goes. And hopefully Stargaze is one that stays. I think it will.
Finn, what's taught us more lessons than anything in the world is that with projects like ours, we need to have an incentivization system. So the Beats by governance, obviously great success. That led into a lot of things. Obviously having the whitelists. Now we can have like tiered whitelists, right? So we can say, right, okay, everybody that's bought every single, okay, they can get like the premium access for virtually like nothing, 99 cents or whatever. And then the levels go up. So the whitelist thing, I think that Stargaze did, genius, really important. But projects like us, and you can take this away, guys, to the powers that be, we need some form of incentivization where once you buy into like one, or you buy into the EP or the album, then you're getting access. Like the thing about creating some form, like there's obviously other platforms that do like gated stuff and that, but there just needs to be an incentivization for our users, for want of a better word, right? Well, whatever you want to call them, fans, supporters, whatever, users, yeah? That's the main, I mean, it's always a killer, Finn, isn't it? How many times have we talked about distribution? So I think Finn might have said he's been in the lab, he's been in the studio, he's working on an EP. It's coming out on 420. He's had a deadline like since probably early February, late January. He's putting in the hours. He's put in the graft. He's revamped his 2 beats. And then he's got 2 crackers. So the idea is like, we've put out these single track, then the EP, and then the album at the end of it all. Okay, how about we just put out a full EP? How about we get some guest directors on that are willing to be able to do a video for a certain particular track? I believe my friend Sevi down there. Sevi, we're gonna do a little collaboration. Is that right with Finn? We've got a little group chat with Byron on the go. Is that right for this EP? We're gonna have a little collab, Sevi.
Yeah, why not? I mean, let me know early enough. I mean,
hopefully Finn will have some stuff, I don't even know where you're at, Finn, and we don't know what, obviously we want to keep it, to full space for everybody speaking, but Finn, I mean, what are you 2 tracks deep now, or where are you?
Yeah, I'll get them started sometime this week, maybe next week. I'm a procrastinator, so I take my time with these things. No, I've got. I'd say we're about a quarter of the way done, and that's being generous. So you can figure it out. You haven't heard A Giraffes yet, so that's about where we're at. But they are coming soon.
How do you guys feel, Ron? How do you guys feel about us dropping like a full EP, 4 tracks all together instead of doing like the separate that we've always done previously?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I think having like a solid collection, right? Like a record and EP is great. That's my preferred method of listening to music, is like, listening to the entire record together at once. So do it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I was saying earlier about singles and stuff. Like I don't, unless it's an artist I'm like super into. I usually just ignore the singles and then I catch them when they're on the album. And if they're not on the album, then I guess they just never existed for me, which is not a great way to consume. But that's just old school. Like that's we're used to putting in the CD or the cassette in and letting it play. You know, I'm not as ADD as my younger counterparts.
Guys, how does that work? So you have 4 tracks, then you mint one and you get all 4 at once, or do you get a random one? And if you mint again, I don't know if this even works, you get the ones you don't have yet. So it's kind of a surprise first, but then you can mint all 4. I don't know if this kind of minter is possible anyways, but just thinking. Also for the cover art for each song, you know?
I kind of like that idea, like having one candy machine that has them all in there, because that kind of like encourages a secondary market or at least trading. If people aren't actually selling them, they can trade them. Like, hey, I've got 2 of these. Which one do you have that I don't? Like that kind of thing. I think that's always kind of fun and cool. But then, yeah, is it better to just let people have the individual tracks in a separate minter so that they can get all 4 and be done with it? Some people maybe don't necessarily like to interact that much. They just want to mint the thing and have it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's something we still have to discuss. I kind of tend to leave all that shit up to Robo. He stays out of my music and I stay away from telling him what to do with the NFTs for the most part. But yeah, that is a good question. That's something we'll have to probably figure out at some point.
Even though a minter like that doesn't exist yet, Rowan, what do you think?
A minter where you can kind of mint an entire collection of different NFTs, not yet. But that's something we could put on the list of things we wanna get done for next year, or for this year. I mean, I guess you could technically do it if you had your NFC as like a zip file or something like that, right? There may be something like on the front end we can do, because so then you could kind of mint its own. Yeah, you can essentially mint a compressed file that has 4 files in there. I don't know how fun that would be. In the current minting version, you could just have them all there together, right? And currently do the trading like you guys mentioned earlier. But yeah, I think it's fun. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I haven't looked into any of that because, like I said, I'll let Robo do that. But if there's not a way to upload like multiple files into one OE candy box or whatever, then yeah, it may just be easier to just have each one be its own separate mint. I don't know. That's a really good question, Sebi.
Yeah,
It's like we got some work to do.
I also made stuff like that. So open editions that don't, like, if you go to your portfolio, you can't have them all in one collection set, you know. So I would love to have something that's actually combining the open editions for a group or something like that. Like you just click on a collection and not put them separately in the list on the left side. I don't know if this is just a front end thing,
that would make more sense.
or more, you know. But I don't like to click every open edition and get the whitelist from them. I would love to have that like set in one collection I can add to, or even if I have them out already, I want them to be grouped kind of. But yeah, that's on my wish list.
Yeah, I know we've had requests from people to kind of combine collections, right, into like one collection. It's a little bit more complicated than it seems, right? Because they're all kind of their own discrete collection address. So there may have to be like some kind of migration, and it would change like the rarity of the individual pieces themselves. So I don't really have an answer for you on that just yet. Like anything is possible. It just depends on when we're able to get to it and the demand for it overall. But no, I mean, you guys talking about it right now is good. It's a good impetus for us to work on it. Which even reminds me, right? Like when we first started Stargaze, things were totally different on the first version of Launchpad. I think Stardy mentioned that you could only see featured projects. There was really no indexer, right? If you guys remember Hubble Tools, that's what people used to kind of check out rarity data. It wasn't totally on the site. There was no open edition. Whitelists were kind of hard coded to be limited at 5,000 because the meta at the time was a lot too many insiders were getting on whitelists. What was it? There was also even a minimum mint price. I think it was 25 stars on whitelist and 50 stars on public mint. So things definitely change over time. The tiered whitelist, like you guys mentioned, kind of a recent addition from last year. So yeah, definitely curious to know what you guys want to see for the next version of Launchpad. What we may be missing. It sounds like an EP minter might be one of them. We've heard a mini minter as well. We do have the generative minter, which is similar to FX hash and art blocks, which I'd love to see more people use. But yeah, I'm just curious to know what you guys thought. Any surprises that we made that you guys were surprised about? Any updates we made? Also, again, guys, feel free to request to speak. Come up here. This is your time to chat a little quieter. Oh, guys, I'm excited to see what all of the projects you guys end up creating are. Oh, it looks like we've got another speaker up here. That long corridor fan. Hey, Puff, welcome.
Hey guys, I want to celebrate with you Stargaze birthday launchpad. I'm happy to here today, and I have several thoughts about that. I need to show something. I will do it first time. I don't know how Twitter works actually, but I will try to share it like that to pin the message. I hope I will do it correct. No, I can't. Well, not a problem. So I have several thoughts. Today I had already AMA sessions with one of the biggest validators of different chains, including Stargaze. Its name is Bron, and we're actually planning to make some kind of lottery for stakers of different chains. Right now, we have started with Atom. So if you delegate to them 10 Atom, you can get a ticket to get a chance to win NFTs from Stargaze. Right now, if you delegate some of your atoms to them, you can get a chance to win expensive NFTs. After that, we're planning to add some different chains like Osmosis, Stargaze, and others, and where you buy back your NFTs and give away through the lottery if you're delegating to them. So maybe for someone it will be interesting if you delegate it to unknown validators. Maybe it will secure also our chain, and maybe we'll be grateful in future for some purpose. It was first case. After second thing I want to mention is about tomorrow's event in Expedition Discord. We have collaborations with Anyo. It is one of 3 collections launched with help of Intergaze. And I want to invite all of you to our Discord of Expedition, because right now, from today, you can claim your Stargaze role. To get that role, you have to stake at least 5,000 stars, and you can get in Expedition Discord that role. And tomorrow, 5 p.m. UTC, you can join our event and win several NFTs, including expensive one like Sneaky People, stamps from Expedition, and a lot of Stargaze meme coins like Weird Scene, Sneaky Token. I think it is the first meme token ever made on Stargaze, so please feel free to join us and let's celebrate Intergaze together.
Thanks for joining, Puff, and telling us what you've been up to, and being a very active community member. Another quick little detail that I didn't mention or really look at earlier was that, the markets may be down, but Stargaze usership is up. So we have about 5 times as many active addresses this year as we did 2 years ago, and almost twice as many as 1 year ago. So retention rate's still really high. People are using Stargaze, they're learning about it, and even though the market may be a little choppy, the creators and the users still keep coming to Stargaze. So if you guys keep creating, they'll keep minting, I think. And And in terms of featured projects, I believe pretty much almost every featured project has minted out. So there are definitely perks to being featured. So if you guys have any ideas for projects, please apply to be featured. And we will get to you guys. We're getting towards the end of the space here. I want to see if there's anyone else that wants to pop up and have a couple of words with us on what they've been working on. Maybe sing happy birthday to Stargaze. Who wants to sing happy birthday? DeFi Geek, you want to sing happy birthday? Finn, our musician, you want to sing happy birthday? Stardy, I think we sung you happy birthday one year.
Do you hear me, guys?
I hear you, but I don't hear the happy birthday song.
Yeah, I would like to say congrats, you guys. Actually, 3 years ago, I got airdrop from Stargaze, and really appreciate it. I have seen how you're growing. Nice job, guys, and happy birthday. With all my heart, happy birthday, guys. Good job. Good job. And, I just, not just, maybe 1 week ago, I saw the video from Ethereum Denver, and I just tried to understand how NFT marketplace are evolving now. And the speaker from OpenSea told some interesting things, some features what they would like to add on their platform. So they trying to make dashboard interesting for creators and for people who has some specific NFT I'm trying to explain. So if you have some, for example, if I'm creator of, for example, DeFi Geek, I can easily start my token, and people who has my NFT, for example, DeFi Geeks, they can buy this token on easily on OpenSea. So this is interesting feature, and I would like to know, do you have some plans to work more with dashboard, because your dashboard is good, and I would like to know, would you add some specific features in this year? That is all, guys. Thank you very much. Congrats.
Thanks for joining DeFi Geek. I guess it depends on which dashboard you're talking about. We have a couple of different ones. One for creators, and we also have like the analytics dashboard itself.
I'm talking about creators. First of all.
Yeah, go ahead and make a feature request in Discord, and we can add stuff to it. I know it was down, I think, recently when we did our migration on our database, but it should be back up. So the main things that people want to see, I think, are like income, right? And sales. I think we have a good amount for that there. To be honest, I'm not too familiar myself, but we can add stuff to the dashboard. So let us know what you'd like to see, and we can get to it.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day, guys.
Happy birthday,
Dear
yes.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
All right.
Supposed to get a silly answer. Happy birthday, guys.
Hey, Sandy, welcome.
تولدت تولدت مبارک 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 تولدت مبارک. This is the voice of freedom. I don't know why we're not having specials on 60 Minutes, CBS, MSNBC. You all like need to come here and see. And the reason I came up is because I'm representing Khatere, who is one of your artists. Happy birthday. That was happy birthday in Farsi. Thank you for the freedom, Stargaze. Congratulations to everybody. I love what you're doing. The numbers don't lie, and the art speaks for itself. You have selected an incredible variety of artists and projects and supported them. So while Khatira has bad connectivity because she's actually in Iran, I just want to say freedom has happened. If artists can come to these platforms, create artwork across the world, we have really made a huge difference. So everyone here is part of something incredible. And I just want to congratulate you and tell you how much I love you. And that's all the space I want to take up. And happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Sandy. Thank you, Karthu, for the beautiful work you do. Getting towards the end here, guys. I'm gonna give a last call for anyone that wants to come up and maybe sing another happy birthday. Trust me, there's nothing I like more than hearing people sing on a public space. Or maybe say something fun for us. Just crickets. I only hear crickets here right now. I know there's a couple of folks here that love to talk. Okay, guys, we can go ahead and call it. But before we do, this is a Launchpad anniversary, and so we have to give a very big thanks to the people that make Launchpad possible. And the entire team helps with that, but a special call out to Stardy, Brady, and Sirkin, who helps all of these creators. They answer their questions day in and day out, provide damn near 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, question and answer and service to every single person that asks. And they do go above and beyond many, many times to help people launch. And they are some of the friendliest people you will ever meet in any of crypto. So a big applaud and a big shout out to Stardy, Brady, and Sirkin. Thanks again, guys. Launchpad would not be possible without you.
Bravo.
Yeah, you guys should go mint one of Stardy and Brady's NFTs. By mint, I mean buy in marketplace, because there's nothing minting. And I guess out of those three folks, there's only one of them that has not launched an NFT project. So I think this is a call. Like, I think year 3 will have to be Sirkin's year to launch a project on Stargaze. I think we could all maybe give him a little push on that one.
By the way, another historical thing that you have done on Stargaze, the collaboration between Aura and Khatira, the beautiful calligraphy and photography that's come together on your blockchain is historic. If people have not minted that, that is an incredible collection as well. I think there might be a few left. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Sandy. And it looks like we have Daniel up here as well. Some final word for me. Welcome.
I think I haven't heard happy birthday in Spanish. I just decided to celebrate it in Spanish as well. So feliz cumpleaños Stargaze, feliz cumpleaños a ti, feliz cumpleaños a ti, feliz cumpleaños Star, feliz cumpleaños a ti. Param param pam pam, feliz que lo vuelva a cumplir, que lo siga cumpliendo hasta el año 10,000. So basically, that would be the version in Spanish for Stargaze. So a big, big congratulations to Stargaze, to all these amazing people that made this possible. And yeah, to everyone that just supported me from the beginning, so yeah, that was like my little intervention.
Yeah, Daniel, thanks so much for coming to Stargaze. Love your work. So much passion and detail and process that goes into it. I think Skin Archive 2 is maybe still minting, so I went ahead and pinned that up here. Everyone have a look at that. It's a great piece of work.
Yeah. Skin Archive number 2 is still available. The Skin Archive number 1 was sold out. So that was an amazing, news just to mint this project. So yeah, thank you for all the holders of my artwork. And yeah, I mean, words are not enough just to celebrate Stargaze and all of you. Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward to Skin Archive number 3. Thanks, Daniel. Looks like we have Fruitopia.
Hey, how's it going, folks? Hey, everyone hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Excuse me, I'm on the train. Just wanted to say how bloody great it's all been. Congratulations on everything that's going. And one thing I wanted to say is, sorry, excuse this train announcements. Yeah, I dabbled in NFTs a bit before I got to Stargaze, and I heard people talk about community. I used to think it was a bit of a blag, but now, like, since getting involved with Stargaze, I see like it's proper legit. Like going on these spaces, chatting with people from all over the world. We're on first name terms with quite a few people. And it's just great. I don't want to plug too much. We did a little art giveaway recently, and I'm sending some bits out to people. And it's addresses get coming from all over the world. I'm like, bloody hell, this is great. We've got like a nice thing going on here, and that's it. Just wanted to say well done. Like keep it going, keep it up, and looking forward to what's to come. So thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Fruitopia, and having your art on here. You're one of the more recent artists to deploy on Stargaze and be featured. Love the work. Big fan of fruits myself. Can't live without them. Favorite fruit is probably a mangosteen, but you know, can't really can't really count them all. But anyways, guys, I think this wraps up our hour. Happy birthday to Stargaze Launchpad. Check out the Launchpad, see if there's anything you guys enjoy minting. Please deploy a project if you've considered it. It's very, very easy. Like I said, we have Stardy, Brady, and Sirkin who are always there to help people launch. I believe you can probably do it in under 10 minutes if you really wanted to. But with that, happy birthday again, Stargaze. Thanks for joining. Everyone have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.